Sabrina, I need you to leave my house right now. I've already signed the divorce papers, so sign your column and never show your face to me again.
What? Are you okay? Why would we get divorced? I'm not signing anything.
Oh, just shut up. If the king of the house tells you to do something, then you do it. I don't want to hear any excuses. Just sign the paper and leave my house.
Well, at least tell me why you're saying all of this all of a sudden.
I was just told that I'm becoming second in place to CEO of my company, which means that I'll have the money and power that I've always wanted. I can have any woman I wish to in the world, so why would I keep a dumb and clumsy wife like you?
What? You're getting promoted?
Yes, the current CEO called me into his office and told me himself. Apparently, he really liked my success in the projects that I've managed a while ago, and now I finally earned the position that I deserve.
That's amazing. You've been working extra hard recently. You deserve it. I'm proud to be your wife.
Not for long. Could you pack up your things and leave already? If you're so proud of me, then why don't you also feel that I deserve someone better than you? I've worked hard for so long to earn this position, but all of you done is stay home and do some housework and enjoy life. I need someone who can help me become a better version of myself, and you're clearly not the person.
How could you say that to me? I've done everything around the house all this time, so you just could focus on your work. And I'm the one who took care of your parents when you weren't there for them. I was the one that was by their side until the very last breath. We supported each other in our own ways and got this far.
Seriously? Do you think you deserve to say that you've worked as hard as me? Anyone could do what you did. What I did for my company is uncommon. That's how I climbed my way through the pyramid of capitalism and came this far. Your existence is irrelevant to my career.
What?
I've seen people like you before. They think they're all that because their husbands are prestigious members of society. But in reality, they have nothing to be proud of, because they've done nothing. They're the type of people that I hate the most in this world. Now, could you please just sign the goddamn paper? My time is valuable, unlike yours.
Tom, could we please just calm down and talk for a second? I'm not going to accept this and to sign papers and leave you alone.
I don't care whether you accept this or not. This is reality, and if I tell you to get out of my house, then you get out.
Hey, Mom. I heard from Dad that you two are getting divorced. He just straight up told you to leave the house, didn't he? Isn't he unbelievable? He said that he doesn't need me anymore because he's getting promoted, even though I've worked so hard to support him all this time. Do you really think that you deserve to say that? Come on. We all know that he'd replace you at some point. All you were to him was a maid, and he wants a wife, not a maid. Seriously? Well, I guess this is goodbye then, Mom. It was great knowing you, but make sure not to bother Dad anymore. He's too busy for you. Tori, do you agree with this whole thing? That your father and I should get a divorce? This isn't a joke, honey. Of course I agree. And no, I'm not coming with you. I'm gonna stay with Dad and live the celebrity life, like I've always wanted. So stop making it hard for all of us and just leave already. I'm your mother. No, I agree with Dad. You're just someone who could have been replaced by a maid as soon as we wanted to. Unlike Dad, there's nothing to respect about you, and I think it's valid that you got kicked out. I mean, even your own daughter doesn't even want to stay with you, so that says a lot about the person that you are. That's no way to speak to your mother. You and your father have always been condescending towards me, but I believe that there was still something special between us. Well then, could you tell me what there is to respect about the person that you are? All you do is stay at home and do the same chores over and over again, every single day. I'd rather die than live the same boring life as you. As a matter of fact, you're basically just a maid who lives in our house. Wow. You know, all I've done is try to provide for the two of you with an environment that you could thrive in. I woke up earlier and went to sleep later than everyone else. I used every single minute that I had for the two of you. Do you really think that that's something that anyone could do? I deserve the same amount of appreciation that I have for the two of you. Isn't it common sense for a maid to work hard for their master? Dad provides you with all of your living expenses, so you pay him back in labor. It makes total sense to me. Why should you be respected for doing something that obviously is your job? I cleaned the house spotlessly because of your father's dust allergies. Do you know how difficult it is to get every speck of dust in the house? I handmade all of your meals and snacks because of your egg, milk, and flour and shrimp allergies. I even took care of your father's parents until they passed away. Can you really say that it's obviously my job to do all that? Of course. If anything, that's the bare minimum. Oh, really? If you really feel that way, then I guess there's nothing I can do to change your mind. I didn't know years of hard work and care could be disregarded so easily like this. I guess this is goodbye then. Yep. Well then, it was great knowing you, Mom. Thanks for all the work that you did for us until now. You won't have to worry about me and Dad. I'm sure we'll find someone who's a much better fit for our job compared to you. I'll be having the time of my life with Dad and my new mom. Don't even think about coming back to beg for your place in our house, okay? Mom! I need you to come over to the hospital right now. Dad got into an accident. He's seriously injured and unconscious. An accident? Yes, I just got a call from the hospital a while ago. It seems like he got into a car accident. Apparently he tried to drive himself home after drinking at a dinner party, but he ended up driving into a pole and got carried away by an ambulance. He's losing blood quickly and needs a blood donation. But his blood type is AB negative, and they don't have enough at the hospital, so they need a family member who's the same blood type to come over as soon as possible. Yes, I'm the same blood type as him. I'm surprised you remembered. Dad's life is in serious danger right now. You need to come right now. I'm heading to the hospital now, too, so I'll meet you there. I'm sorry to tell you, honey, but I can't go to the hospital. What? Why not? Dad might die if you don't come right now. You told me not to show my face to the two of you ever again. What? That's what you said to me when I and your father got divorced. You should call his new wife as soon as possible. Her husband is in serious danger right now. Are you serious? We don't have time for this nonsense right now, and he doesn't have a new wife. Oh, really? I thought he was going to find someone much better than me as soon as we got divorced. I mean, who wouldn't want to get married to him, right? There isn't anyone who fits the criteria. There was one lady who was pretty and graduated from a great school. But like every other girl, she ran away because it was too difficult to manage taking care of me and Dad. None of them have the grit to be worthy of being Dad's wife. Oh my, well, that's a shame. Look, we can talk about this later. Just come to the hospital already. We need to get you here now. If Dad dies right now, my life is over. We need to save him no matter what. Of course you won't be able to live your luxurious life if he dies, right? If you lose him, you won't be able to live a whole day. Well, then come over to the hospital. The only way to save him at this point is for you to come over and donate some blood. If you're my mother, if you're Dad's wife, then come over. I'm sorry. There must be a misunderstanding. All I am is your maid, aren't I? What? I see that this is an emergency, but I'm not your mother, and I'm not your father's wife. I'm just someone who used to be your maid. Therefore, I have no intention of coming over to save your father's life. What? Do you think this is time to be playing these games right now? Person's life is literally in your hands. If you were in my shoes, would you scramble over to the hospital to save your father? What do you mean? Would you be rushing over to the person who threw you away after telling you that you were useless and nothing special to them? Even my own daughter treated me like a maid and told me to leave. It's been a year, but my anger hasn't disappeared, honey. Why do my feelings never matter to the two of you? Why do I have to bottle up my anger and come save the two of you after you threw me away like that? Wait, you're that angry about us kicking you out of the house? Is that even a question? Why wouldn't I be? Anyone in their right mind would be furious for ages after what you two did to me. But Dad is still in a dangerous condition because of the accident. And even though you two are divorced, that doesn't change the fact that you were married until a year ago. You're not coming to save him after everything you've been through? The past doesn't mean anything. We've been divorced for a year, and that makes us strangers. I do feel bad for him getting into an accident, but there's no responsibility or obligation that requires me to save him. Mom, you're not thinking straight. I get that the two of you have your differences, but he'll die if you don't come and help him right now. You two never came to help me when I needed it the most. Why are you trying to make it seem like I'm the one in the wrong here? Well, look, I'm done talking to you. After being thrown away by my daughter and husband, I've survived for the past year with no one to rely on, all on my own. I've work after this today, so I'll be going now.
Sabrina, you heartless little... I heard from Tori that you declined her request to give me a blood transplant.
Hi! Looks like you're all better now since you're able to text me like this. Congratulations! See, you didn't even need the blood transplant from me since you're alive now.
Don't you dare congratulate me, letting me die because we're a divorced couple. Are you insane? I won't forget this incident, and I will get back at you for this. If you want to be forgiven, then come over to the hospital and apologize right now, and take care of me while I'm hospitalized.
What?
I'm alive, but my whole body hurts. I need help, doing everything, but I can't ask the nurse to stay by my side for the whole remainder of my stay at the hospital. So I need you to come over and take care of me. If you do a good job, then I'll forget that the blood transplant incident even happened.
I don't want your forgiveness, so I'll be kindly declining your request.
What?
I mean, if you need someone to take care of you so badly, then why don't you call Tori over and make her do everything for you? Your adorable little daughter would do anything to protect you, wouldn't she?
Of course I already called her over to take care of me. I'm only asking you because she's not showing up. Isn't that common sense?
What? Even your daughter abandoned you.
She's heartless. She has been able to live the luxurious life that she's always wanted in the past year, all because of me. But what does she do the moment I get fired from my job? She abandons me.
You got fired? After working so hard to get that promotion?
It's all because of my stupid boss. That hard-headed old man can't accept that people make mistakes. He found out that my accident was caused by drunk driving. After that, he called me and told me over the phone that I'm fired no matter what the excuse.
Oh, I mean, I get where he's coming from. He probably assumed that you weren't fit to take charge of an entire company if your morals are so unestablished. Regardless, if the media finds out about all this, that your company did nothing about it, it would affect the whole company's reputation.
Whatever. I don't care about that stupid company anyways. This is me we're talking about here. I'm sure that I'll have tons of offers to choose from in a few weeks. And in order to start off my new career strong, I need to heal as quickly as possible. So come take care of me! I won't be able to give my top performance with a body like this.
And why on earth would I go? If you need someone obedient enough to take care of you, then why don't you just hire a maid?
It's not a good time for me to be spending that unnecessary money. Even though we're divorced, it's your job to take care of your ex-husband if he's in dire need of it. You know, I might even consider getting back together with you, depending on how well you perform on this occasion.
You can stop with that nonsense already. Who would ever want to get remarried to you? I have a wedding to attend after this anyways.
What? Who's getting married?
I'm getting married. With the person that I've been dating. After the wedding, we'll be turning in our wedding certificate.
What? You're joking, right? We've just split. What do you mean you're getting married already?
What do you mean we've just split? It's been a year since we got divorced. Right after we got divorced, my friends introduced me to a bunch of men because they all believe that I deserve someone better than you.
Really?
Yes. Ever since we've been dating, I've been telling him about how I was treated. That you and Tori would treat me like a maid no matter how much I cared for the two of you. So all my friends knew how trashy of a husband you were. That's why right after we got divorced, my friends all got together and tried to introduce me to better men than you.
What? And you're getting married to one of those men?
Yes, I ended up meeting someone who cared for me and loves me like no one ever else has. And he's never once looked down on me like you did. And he thanks me for every single thing that I do for him. He's someone who treats me as an equal, and I love him.
But... so you're not coming over to take care of me?
Of course not. I have a new family that I plan to give my everything to. This is goodbye. I have a wedding to go host, so I need to go. Mom! I heard from Dad. You got remarried, right? Yes, I'm enjoying my new life with my new family. That's not fair. How come you get to have a nice family? I heard that your new husband is a lawyer. He's one of the top lawyers in the state, right? Wow, where did you get all that information? I have my sources. Anyway, I have a suggestion to make. Would you like me to come live with you again? I'll make sure to treat your new husband well. What? You have your father to take care of. Why would you want to live with me? Besides, what makes you change your mind about me not deserving to live with the two of you? There's nothing between me and Dad anymore. I can't handle him anymore. He's so annoying. What do you mean? I thought you loved him. Yeah, I loved him when he was his respectable self. Now all he does is text me 24/7 with a bunch of requests. Like, I need you to come over and give me a massage. My back hurts. Or, the food here is absolutely horrible. Make some dinner and bring it over to the hospital. Don't get me wrong. I'd love to be nice to an injured person, but he's so demanding and annoying and I can't take it anymore. Wow, I guess that part of him hasn't changed a bit. And did you know that Dad got fired from his job? How can he be so entitled when he doesn't even work? And I haven't told him yet, but the doctors have told me that he might be stuck in a wheelchair for the rest of his life. What? Really? Apparently he would be able to walk again with the right rehabilitation, but the doctor said that the patient himself needs to take a strong initiative on the matter, and that Dad doesn't seem like the type to be able to stick with the program. Dad doesn't learn how to walk again, then I'm the one who has to take care of him for the rest of his life, right? I can't waste my life under a rock taking care of my crippled dad, so I need to run away and become your daughter. It's doable, isn't it? What? Aren't you glad you're going to be able to live with your beloved daughter again? I'll be the best child you could ever wish for, and I'll do everything that you need me to do. And I'll get along super well with my new dad. So can you please live with me again? Sorry, but I don't have a daughter anymore, so I don't know what you're talking about. What do you mean? I've never had a daughter since the day that I got divorced a year ago. I don't have a beloved daughter, and I have no idea what you're talking about. Therefore, no, I don't want to live with a stranger like you. Are you serious? Did you really just say that to your own daughter? No matter whether you got divorced from Dad or live apart from me for a year, I'm still your daughter. Don't tell me that you don't know what I'm talking about. You should stop changing your stance every time you're placed at a disadvantage. When me and your father were about to get divorced, you never tried to stop it from happening. You teamed up with your father and kicked me out of the house together. Do you even know how many days I spent caring for the two of you just to get laughed at? Not once have I forgotten about what the two of you did to me. Well, I mean, I can explain. I don't need an explanation. You showed how much you really cared for me a year ago, and that's the only explanation that I need. Never living with the two of you ever again. Mom, just listen. Be quiet. It's my turn to tell the two of you. Don't ever show your faces to me again. I don't need the two of you in my life anymore. After that incident, I heard that Tom started treating the nurses like his maids and verbally harassed them, leading to him getting kicked out of the hospital earlier than planned. On top of that, contrary to his hope, he never received offerings from companies, and Tom is now begging his old boss to hire him again. But the only answer he gets is that he's good at working but has no morals, and that he is not fit to manage others who are going to follow in his footsteps. My previous daughter, Tori, is now taking care of her father, who's now stuck in a wheelchair for life. No matter how much she helps her father, she never receives appreciation, and is even getting harassed for no reason, because her father is stressed from not getting a job.